What's up, guys? How's it going? I just noticed somebody has made a hacker bear here. Quite the welt there. But anyway, guys, because the last video kinda got long, I decided to cut the lathe deal into 2 episodes. So previously we got that thing here somehow, hooked it up to Narva, diagnosed a bunch of problems or something, but eventually we managed to fire it up. You know, it still works, I think. Whoop-de-doo. Can't you see my excitement over here? It's literally through the roof now. But anyway, I still need to maintain it. The guy told me that he pretty much did no maintenance on it at all. So definitely need to check the oil levels. I hope there's even oil in here. This looks like nothing. I don't know. That also looks like nothing. So that's not great. There's something here as well. How are you supposed to even read this? Is it full or is it empty? I don't get it. Nobody can understand what this means. Soviet oil checkers, man. They're just stupidly useless. You can never tell if you are on the right level or not. So we definitely need to check the oil. Addition to that, we need to do some electricity stuff because of some stupid Ivan. I don't know, everything is kind of just duct taped together here. Freaking Ivan, man. Ivan, stop drinking vodka when you're doing electricity work. Oh, and maybe we can get that water pump running as well. Although I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use that. But I'm curious. That thing was removed from the system completely. I mean, it was disconnected from the switch box, I guess. Reactor room. And also it was disconnected from the motor itself. So maybe the motor is fried. If that's the case, then I'm not gonna fix it, but I'm gonna try. It's a cool little lamp, but that's a lot better. What else? Oh yeah, I need a tool rack. I'm gonna utilize this, definitely. This is pretty cool. It's like homemade, but pretty cool. But I need the tool rack for these pieces. Right now, if I need something, it's gonna take like 5 years to find that something. So this will not do. I need something better. Maybe some paint on it as well, but no, that's a huge job. There's so many things to cover up if I wanna paint the hull. I need to cover everything up. Yeah, that's a maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I need to ground this thing properly. Currently it's grounded with this puny piece of crap wire here. This will not do. I have some solid grounding in that box. So I need some decent wire going from the frame to the grounding station. So first things first, I'm gonna pull it away from the corner so I can properly work on the thing. Yeah, they do not fit here. So I'm gonna try to drag it and somewhere here, I guess. Somewhere here. Relax, bro. I know you're excited. You need to relax. Driving this thing is a luxury. Driving that thing, though, is something, yeah, well, it's like a spaceship. Space tank. think it's ridiculous that that thing is not able to lift that a small item. It's like 1/3 of the size. What? Okay, now pull. Pull, bro. Okay. Do something. More power. Be honest, I was waiting for that. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. My bad. This camera is probably like, what did I ever do to you to deserve a life like so? I would respond like this. Don't bother me with your irrelevant questions. Bunch of Russian stuff. What's it doing, guys? I think it turns. Guessing there's some gears in here. We seem to have an oil leak. Oh, never mind. It's like varnish or something. Head gasket. It's leaking. Oh, I need 2 hands. Yeah, I assume that's normal. A little bit of play. The gears look pretty decent. I don't think there's any like automatic oiler here. There's no seal or anything. Guess that works. You know, I think heavy grease is better for a bearing. Just gotta make sure I don't push any dirt in there. This thing. I think there's a bearing in here, so I'm guessing this kind of lubricates that bearing, but it's just a wild guess right now. No, we still haven't got that manual for it. Oh, never mind. Oil actually looks pretty good. Unlike your standard Soviet crap, that's a pretty good looking oil. Okay, before we proceed, I think I'm gonna need to make a list. If I don't follow a list, then I get confused like some old grandpa and completely lost. So let's make a list. If I misspelled that somehow, then okay, first things first. So I already did that. This was like a partial success. Yeah. I don't know. Let's go with partial success. Let's deal with the oil next. I guess number 3 is do that bit. Number 4 yeah, that turbo. Number 5 ground. Yeah, let's do proper ground on this thing. 6. Well, 6 would be like clean up and paint job, I suppose. I don't think there's really much anything else to it. Cleanup is kind of pointless. I understand that, but if I wanted to do a paint job on it, I definitely needed to clean it up. Well, I'm pretty downy, you know, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna apply paint to that. Maybe off camera only. So with that, I think we can conclude the list. Pretty straightforward list, and already have number 1 finished. Much success, guys. Deal with the oil. I mean, let's just kind of start from the bottom and work our way up. This thing should have like 4 gearboxes, I believe. The one down there, the one in the middle, the one on top, and I think there's a bunch of gears there as well. But I don't think there's much of anything on this side. Power station there, so definitely no oil there. Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? I'm guessing this is the fuel tube and that's the drain hole there. Looks like we're missing a chunk. Pretty sure that's relevant. Huge belt drive, man. There's 5 belts. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 belt. 6 belt drive, guys. That's crazy. But it's missing 2 belts. Bro, I can't see anything. Yep. I wonder what this wire is for. Power line for the motor. But there's only 2 wires here. There should be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they're gonna split here, so the power comes from that way. But where does this go? The thing goes... I'm pretty sure it goes here. So, pretty sure it's just... this thing is busted. I can't even see the needle in there. I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. I'm gonna try to find something here. I'm kinda curious what this is for. Looks like an oil line. Yeah, that's definitely the oil line. But Why is it empty? Maybe there's no oil in the gearbox. See guys, I finally bought a proper oil container. So I don't have to use meat boxes anymore. Is that it? Bro, I'm pretty sure that's empty. The gearbox is empty. Yeah, that's pretty empty, man. It should have a lot more. You know, at this point, I can only pray that it has not been used that much. The oil, whatever remains, it looks pretty, well, relatively good. It still has some color to it. So maybe it's not that big of a deal, but I mean, the entire bottom part is oily. So it's pretty much like a Russian tractor. And you know what they say about Russian tractors? If the thing does not leak, then it was not made in USSR. So clearly this thing leaks, so it's a Soviet machine. Tell me if you guys see anything. I can't see anything. I mean, is there something there? I can't tell. I don't know, guys. I'm already like 6 liters into the stuff, and I still can't tell anything. I think it's overfilled already. Just can't really understand anything from that loophole. Looks about right, I guess. Okay, next up, this gearbox. Well, at least we have something there. Never mind, that's pretty empty as well. That's emptier than empty, man. Second gearbox, guys. Completely dry. It's not looking great. Well, I can see a bunch of gears. Maybe that's the refill hole. That would be the weirdest refill hole in the universe, but maybe that's just it. The bowl here has been made in such a way that I guess this area can fill up with oil and it would drain down there. The oil would overflow this flange, but I'm guessing some debris could still get in there. I don't really understand this design, if that's true. Tell me if you guys can see a light. I guess that's true. I'm guessing the Soviets engineered this thing in such a way that while the thing leaks from up there, it leaks to the secondary gearbox and finally leaks into the third gearbox. That's genius, man. That's what I would do. Soviet engineers. They deserve an engineering prize. A high quality toilet, maybe. Wow. This indicator actually shows something. Yeah, because the thing probably leaks from everywhere. I'm just gonna overfill it a little bit. Okay, that takes care of the bottom, the middle. The top one is interesting. It has a beep hole right here and also right here. The drain hole is back here and the refill hole is right there. But why does it have one here and another one there? Does it need to be somewhere here then? That's a bit confusing. Or maybe this is a separate compartment. Let's have a beak in here. Maybe it will make some sense. Because there's two indicator holes and there's only one refill hole. Okay. It looks pretty good inside. It's kind of dry, but looks pretty good. I mean, just, guys, I just have to show you this. Check this freaking, I guess let's call it the hood. Thing probably weighs like 30 kilos, man. It's ridiculous. But anyway, thing actually looks pretty good inside. It's kind of low on oil, but so this indicator right there, I guess it gets its reading from that, and also that oil is distributed to all sorts of bearings. I'm guessing including that one there. Well, basically, I have no idea what's going on here. Bunch of gears. You know, this oil looks fairly good, so I'm not even gonna bother draining it. Seems about right. I'm not sure about you guys, but that, you know, pouring oil on moving gears, that is the type of stuff that gives me a boner. I know it's weird, but get over it. Seeing that oil nicely spread out, that's something else, man. I mean, let's be honest, guys. This is some solid porn right here. Now the big flywheel is picking up oil from the bottom. Think that's about it. Freaking armored plating, man. That lathe is designed to be dropped out of an airplane and used as a bomb. Now, if you think I'm gonna mess up the flat surface with this, then don't worry, man. Soviets, they did not know how to make flat surfaces. Wow. This thing, bro. Check that out. I don't know if it's the settings or what. Oh, I was not even on full power. You know, I hate this thing. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, this setting is... You kind of slowly start off nicely. If you move the trigger like 1 millimeter, the thing takes off into... There is no middle ground. It's either slow or nitro. This is the result. Messed up this drill bit because of that stupid setting. Wow. I think this is clearly overfilled. And that's right in the middle there. So that should take care of this side completely. And there is also a gearbox here, which is also empty. What a shock. I'm kind of surprised that Soviet equipment lasts so long. How long would some made in China piece of crap last without any oil in the gearbox? I'm pretty sure it would just malfunction before you could even reach the start button. But these things, man, run them without any oil. Who the hell knows for how long? They just never die. And it's not a shock anymore. That's just a fact now. Soviet equipment will last forever. Anyway, this little gearbox refill hole. Definitely not that one. I'm guessing it's that bit there. And yep, down here. I'm pretty sure it's empty, so should I even bother opening it up? Well, actually it leaks, so let's just add our new gasket there, right? It's completely dry. At least the other gearboxes, they had something in it. This is just completely bone dry. It does not even drip. And the thing has this plastic seal. I've never seen this type of seal before. Usually they're copper. I'm just gonna add a copper seal. I also have this aluminium gaskets. I'm not really sure what or where these are good at. I've never used them. Also, I've never seen them on machines. I suppose they're about the same as copper. In addition to that, I have these pressure oil seals. When you tighten the thing up, it will not squeeze the rubber flat. Yeah, but I think on this application, we should go with the copper seal. Whoops. Okay, I think that takes care of all the gearboxes. So total 4 gearboxes. Almost finished with the oiling setup, but let's also grease up all the slide surfaces. Here it doesn't really look half bad, but that doesn't look very good. Showing a bit of rust here as well. But I'm not really sure, should I use grease or oil? I think it doesn't really matter, to be honest, but let's go with grease. Hallo! Magad noh? Mida sa nüüd teed? Mida sa kused noh? freaking block of steel, bro. You know what I just realized? Remember this cup here? I think you just need to fill that with oil, and that's all the lubing you need to do. So maybe I'm just overdoing it. Because when you fill this cup with oil, it will leak on the tractor. Same deal on this side. I can only do this small surface. I wonder what that little bolt hole down there is. I'm always like that. I'm kind of curious. It's getting really hard now. I don't know. It kind of still moves some, but maybe these little gaps have something to do with greasing the inside here. I can't really find any other way to access that area. I believe that's the case, but I may need like a special tool. Some type of a spring ball type of deal. Let's just keep bumping, I guess. Don't see any grease from coming out anywhere. That definitely did something, because the thing is so much smoother now. Before I could barely just turn to the end. It was getting stuck or something. But now I'm just freewheeling it. I think that's all it needed. Yeah, we got grease there now. Yeah, that's nicely moist as well. I suppose these holes are meant for that then. Yeah, this also has these things. I'm pretty sure this is not the correct way to remove these, or... Oh man, never mind. I can't take this one off. I will destroy it before it will come off. Yeah, I think you need a special tool for that. I couldn't even imagine what type of tool that would be. For the time being, this should also work. No, I will not give up. Maybe I can somehow do it. Yeah. Fancy that. Let's be honest, that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna open it any further, I don't think. Maybe I don't know how to put it back together then. Been there, done that. Okay. You know, overall, I think this thing has been looped into oblivion by now. There's this thing left though. I think there is some unevenness going on. It's not smooth all the way through. It kind of stops here and there. Like for example, this spot is gonna get stuck, but not by a lot, just a little bit. Okay guys, I think we're mostly sorted on the oil business. Things should be properly lubed up now. Sometimes these electric motors, the bearings they also have grease fittings, but well, there's a hole there and there's grease in that hole. Definitely nothing on that side, but there's a lot of grease here. Really old grease, but still grease. Oh, there's one more. A good thing I actually opened this. This old wax. Let's just call it honey. Don't really want this bearing to go bad. And my guess is that this cup should be sealed. And then you just kind of press this whole area full of grease, which should also supply the grease to the bearing eventually. Well, at least I think the bearing, that it should not be exposed like that. It should sort of be sealed. At least that's what my brain is telling me. You know, I would like that hole to be covered. are even some bolt holes in the corners. I'm pretty sure there is a cup that goes on here, and it's just missing the presumed lead at this point. So I'm just gonna make my own cup. A bit of super glue. That doesn't come out. I'm guessing epoxy should work. Yeah, that should be strong enough. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm finished with the oiling now. If I did miss something, then do let me know. Let's focus on the Ivan part. Freaking drunk assholes. Gotta make it look more polite-like. Okay, let's start off with the main wire. Personally, I would like to keep it. It's flexible. A solid wire is not flexible, so that's a problem. I just have to make sure I can make the connections secure. Right now, I don't think they are. That's not great. I would love to put like a clip here, but none of the clips that I have fit that hole. This would be the correct clip for it, but it just doesn't fit, man. Maybe a soldered connection is somewhat stronger. Perhaps it will last longer. I think I'm okay with this. I'm pretty sure it's fine, but don't see any burn marks, so that's good. It means the connection has been pretty secure on this spot. You know what? I'm gonna try to utilize that bit. That should be the original phase connection. Maybe I can restore that. That's good. You just need to make sure that the threads are good. See? Yeah, the center threads are messed up, man. Okay, so that one is bad. That's good. That's also this one. It's messed up and it's not holding it tightly enough. Yeah. Crown connection, guys. Wow. I wonder how many people have died using this machine. At least I got the original connection back. I think that's pretty decent. Just in case, let's check if there's any shorts. Okay, we're looking good. As for the ground wire, I'm gonna hook this up here as well, but later I'm gonna make a separate ground for this frame. Okay, so the transformer, which is currently kind of wrecked under the blade somewhere. I don't need that, so I'm gonna cut it off from the system. That also means I don't need this wire. Get rid of unnecessary crap. Everything is just super loose. There is a saying that every now and then you have to retighten all the electrical connections. Now, almost nobody does this. Just imagine going through every electrical connection in your home and retightening it. Now, the logic behind that is as the wire gets used and current passes through the wire, occasionally it slightly heats up. And as it heats up, it also expands, kind of pushing that connection slightly loose. And that will just repeat over and over again until the connection is just so loose that the arc will occur. And that arc can just easily set things on fire. Every one of these connections, it's just completely loose. They need to be tight, always. Let's focus on the motors now. The big one first, and then let's check the water pump. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use this, never. But it would be cool if I could get it to work. There used to be a box here. You can see a threaded hole in the center there. But for some reason it was removed. I'm guessing it was just ripped off by accident. So I don't really have the original box for this, but I'm gonna add something. Okay, while that crap hopefully cures, let's do that. Okay, so don't need to touch this one, this is fine. I just need to hook these three up to these three. Okay, well, let's quickly test the thing out. If it turns over, then I'm gonna hook it up more properly. If not, then I don't really care. It was this one. Whoops. I was just hoping it would be broken. I wonder why it was disconnected on so many spots. What do you think, guys? Why was it disconnected? In this box and also inside there. It's kind of weird. I'm positive I'm not gonna use this pump, but it's great if it works. No, I did not forget about this. Although it's very common. It happens a lot. Now I can utilize this as a water hose holder, right? Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm still never gonna use it. Trust me, man. I just like to have things in working condition. Perfect. You know, with that I can just adjust the water flow wherever I need it. Water flow that I will never use. But it's great to have. You know, it would also be great if I had a dedicated light here. Overall, I have really good lights in the workshop, but maybe something dedicated would be fantastic. What do you think, guys? Is this too much? No, I can only see one problem here. It's just too heavy. And this thing won't be able to hold it. Although it would be great. It would be fantastic, actually. Maybe this tiny thing. I think like welded here or something. Or maybe just I got the water system installed that I will never use, and I got the extra light installed that I will most likely never use. But it's still cool to have. There's one more electrical issue that I need to resolve. I need to install some proper grounding to the thing. So I need some proper grounding wire. And then hook it up to the frame somewhere. It doesn't really matter where, I just need to pick a spot. You know, this should be more than enough. I think it's, I'm not sure. It's either 6 or 8 square millimeters. And this should be a pretty good spot. And then the thing's nicely bolted to the body of the lathe. This should be perfect. I just need to hook this end up to a proper ground. I'm kinda lost. Let's go check the list. Okay, well, the Ivan has been liquidated. So check the turbo. Turbo? What? What turbo? Oh, the water turbo, yeah. Surprisingly, that works. Grounded to the gore. Hey, I just finished that. One more thing to do, guys. Gotta make it shine. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I just need to make it look a bit better. Yeah. Hot dang. Thing looks pretty cute. I really dig this heavy duty paint. Makes it look really rough. But this is a rough machine, man. It needs to be rough. By the way, this is like the 4th coat of paint on it. So the thing had some sort of red primer. Then it had some weird yellow color. And that one was painted over with green. I just kind of made sure there were no loose paint pieces anywhere. And then just went over it. I think it was worth it. Looks dope. What am I supposed to do with these things? I'm like 90% sure that I won't need most of them. Like a bunch of drill bits, those things, thread makers with a twist. No idea. Sure, I won't be able to fit them all here, and even if I could, the thing would just overflow. Maybe I can make some type of a tool rack. Some type of a shelf or something. Wait a minute, guys. Remember my Santa Claus brought me something. Some type of boxes. Shelf boxes or something. I remember he brought me something. Check that out. Kind of missing some pieces, but missing a leg. It's fine though. Let's just use this as a leg. Pretty sure the old fart doesn't mind. This way. What are these bolts made out of? Freaking cheese? It came from Finland, but I'm pretty sure it was manufactured in China. Cheese bolts. Good luck whoever wants to open that up. This is like putting together IKEA furniture. I absolutely hate it. That's not my deal. impressive tape. What do you reckon this is for? My money is on toilet paper holder. What else could it be? Maybe in the workshop when you need to go, and then you can I don't know, wipe or something. That's better. One more little thing, guys. I want to install that mat, some thick rubber mat. I do have one option. So that's like a conveyor belt from my workplace. It's fine though. None of my co-workers watch my videos, so it's all good. But just in case, guys, let's sort of keep this one a low profile. Perfect, man. Might success this. This is just fine. Whoops. And I even have a bit left over. I could put a piece in front of the drill press as well. I remember that when I was standing here during the winter time, feet just froze up. That was not great. But anyway, guys, let's wrap this one up. But obviously we also have to do some milling. How can we buy a lathe and absolutely do nothing with it? That makes almost like 0 sense. So let's make a round nut, because square nuts, guys, they are boring. Let's make a round one. Maybe I will need it. Pretty sure that's not the correct knife. I don't know, maybe this will work. I have no idea. No idea, man, what I'm doing right now. Basically, let's hope nothing blows up. I think I need to spin it like that way. Now we need more. We need some more speed as well. Pussy speed, man. Hell yeah! That is pretty roundish, but it's not. It's kind of rough. Let's try this tool. Maybe it will do something. Wrong way. Oops. There we go, guys. My first 10 minutes to get a new battery. I was sure the thing was cooled down by now. Oh, that's gonna sting for a while. But anyway, guys, the second item I've ever made with a lathe, and it's utterly useless. But it was still super fun to make it. A round nut. How cool is that? Bye. Before I end this video, guys, I have an update for you. The first video I made about this one, when I got it here, I actually got a tremendous amount of comments. That's why I'm making this update right now, to kind of clear things up, I guess. Whoops. Basically, I want to clear up two things. So quite a bit of you said that I need to level the lathe. Well, in my defense, when you guys said that, I already added those wooden blocks under the lathe. Kind of awkward moment. But here we go. I did end up leveling the lathe. Getting the wooden blocks out of here was sort of a nightmare though. On the lighter side it was pretty easy. I just kind of jacked it up. Then just used my old friend Mr. Chainsaw to cut some pieces away. But the left side, man, that was something else. I think like 80% of the weight is on the left side. No matter how close I went to that side, the right side still kind of rose up first. And the back block that I needed to remove. Yeah, as you can see, this is very sketchy, man. At one point I thought the entire lathe would just kind of dip over on its side. That would have been pretty much the end of this lathe. Really great that did not happen. Eventually though I did manage to remove that block as well and add the leveling leg. But it was worth it. I got all the blocks gone and all the leveling legs installed. By the way, the leveling legs, I kind of made them myself. Pretty simple designs, just some steel, some weld, bunch of washers and nuts, and it works. Anyway, after I finished the leveling legs, I did end up leveling the thing with laser level, and also I used some magnet levels. I would say it's pretty level right now. The thing is just dead in the center. Now to set the level that way, I couldn't use any of these surfaces because they're all on a different plane. And using the cast iron surface, that just makes no sense. So instead I use this surface here, and the thing is nicely level in both directions now. Oh, I also removed it away from the wall a bit. You guys said that it's probably a good idea to have some space on the side. Not much room at the back here, but I guess that's fine. I can always pull it away from the wall if I need to go back there. Plus re-leveling it, it's not really a big deal. It took me like 20 minutes, I think. The second thing that I wanted to kind of clear up was the power issue that I had in the first episode. You know, the thing would not work with that thing. So I hooked it up just to the automatic breaker. And the thing is currently grounded from there. And as you saw in this video, I also installed a separate grounding wire. So I did consult electrical engineer. The guy's day job is to fix electrical problems. So considering he's like 50 by now and still alive, I guess he knows what he's doing. He pretty much just confirmed what most of you guys were writing in the comments. That three-phase induction motor, they don't play well with ground fault breakers. There are two issues involved in that situation. So the first issue, which is also, by the way, the thing which will trip the breaker, is that those motors, they don't have neutral. They only have three phases. So that alone is kinda already a fault in this guy's eyes. Basically, this guy is like, okay, bro, you don't have a neutral, I'm faulting you. And the second problem is the starting current. On a normal day, that motor probably is pulling like perhaps 6 amps, or maybe it was 11. But the starting current, it can reach like 40. Although it's only for a split second, that thing does not like that. So the guy explained it pretty well. The ground fault breakers, they're not installed on most cases for three-phase induction motors. And the safest route to take to solve that issue is just to install a nice ground, which I did. Also the grounding size, he said that 6 is more than enough. 6 square millimeters. I probably have more here. I think that's 8, and the secondary one is probably like 3 or 4. And the grounding rod is actually quite close. It's just outside the wall. So maybe like 10 meters, probably less. So this thing is grounded superbly well and should be totally safe. If our live were to touch the frame from somewhere, it would trip this breaker faster than I would be able to say what happened. So on that note, we should be good. I remember that there was this one comment who said that I need at least 26 square millimeters. That's like hooking up my tank rope as a grounding wire. Would be cool though. By the way, the engineer dude, he really likes to talk. You know, you can't really get a straight answer from the guy. If you ask something, he's just gonna deep dive into that topic, man. I think after like 20 minutes of listening to the guy and not understanding about 95% he was saying, all I could think was, how the heck I'm gonna get out of this conversation? I just wanna go. But there is this one thing that I did remember. He said that there are possibilities available to hook up a ground fault to a three-phase motor. Like for example, hooking up the motor in a star configuration. And in theory, you should be able to get neutral from the point or tip of that setup. I'm not really sure how that works, but he said in theory that should work. But he also said that in most cases it's not worth it. Just add a ground, you're good to go. And some of you guys said that I should try a less sensitive breaker, but I did buy one. So this one is like 10 times less sensitive than the one I have there. But I'm not even gonna hook it up because yeah, this type, it's not really, well, it will not save your life. It's more like to prevent fires. This thing will give you roughly 3 times the deadly dose. Kind of bought this thing for nothing. And that's about it, guys. By the way, the thing has been sitting here for maybe like 2 months now. And I did notice an issue. So apparently there is a leak. So this gear compartment, I'm guessing the seal on this shaft, the shaft is oily as well. So the seal on this shaft is probably busted and it's leaking through that seal. But luckily it's the only gear compartment that is leaking. The top one is nicely dry, the middle one is also dry, and the bottom one seems to be dry as well, so that's a huge win. You only need to spin that compartment when you're making threads, like you guys explained. So it probably will not see a lot of use. Still need to figure out how to make them threads, if I ever need that. As I said, guys, the thing will probably sit here without any use. It's a cool thing to have, but I told you, I'm probably not gonna use it very often. I mean, it's a relic. The manufacturing year, 1959. It's like 64 years old. Thing literally belongs in a museum somewhere. What an ancient piece of steel. But I think that was the update. So bye for the second time.